Good morning. I'm gonna go out for a quick ride today to try to beat the Freeze Thaw Cycle. We're gonna talk about it a little bit too, so that way you may be a little bit more aware of what it's like to ride in the wintertime. There's certain things you have to look out for. Try to help save the trails from getting destroyed in the winter. So anyways, we'll get into it. Okay, so as far as the freeze thaw cycle goes, one of the main things you want to check is seeing if you're leaving any tracks from your tires on the ground. Ground should be frozen when you're riding, usually between like, I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 a.m., 9 a.m. is a good time to ride. So just check real quick and make sure you're not leaving any tracks. You can't see my tire tread in the dirt. That means the ground's frozen, so we're good to ride. Now, as you go, the ground will start to thaw. You'll start to leave tracks and ruts in the trail, and this is actually damaging the trail. So, you know, if you're not going to go out and help build the trails, then, you know, be a little mindful of all the hard work that people put in before you start to go and just tear through them and destroy them and rut them out. Just makes more work for the trail builders in the spring season to try to fix everything that everybody did over the winter. So now we know it's frozen, we're good to go. But if you're out for a longer ride, say 9 o'clock rolls around, check, see where you're at, check the trail, see if it's starting to get all muddy and sludgy. If it is, start heading back. Do the right thing, help out everybody that enjoys the trail system by not just completely shredding and destroying it over the winter. There's a blown out hole we just passed from people riding when it's too warm. Now, if you do happen to feel guilty about it or have a conscience, go volunteer. Work a trail work day locally. Go volunteer for 4 hours. You'll get an idea how hard that we all work on keeping these trails in good shape. You go home your first time after trail work, you're gonna be sore. You really are. It's a good workout, hard, honest work. It's good to give back to the trails you love. So a bonus to riding in the winter, when the trails are frozen, they are fast. Probably get your fastest times on everything in the wintertime when it's nice and frozen. Alright, here it is blown out again. So low points in the trail, or lower elevations of the trail, are going to cause you to start damaging it with the freeze thaw. Like right here, you can see somebody's tire came through when it was too warm out. Started to dig up the trail, and down here you can see more of the damage. Like right there. And what happens is, so when it's warm enough, you know, it's thawed like that. So you dig ruts, and then it gets cold overnight, and it freezes those ruts. And then the process just repeats and repeats and repeats until you pretty much have an unrideable trail, or at least it's miserable and not really as flowy as it was before. And then it's a lot of work for the locals to have to come back and fix it all in the spring. A couple of locals do fix it over the course of the winter, but you know, it's just being courteous, enjoying the sport, enjoying the trails. Just do what's right. If it's too warm, go back home, find a rail trail, you know, something gravel, ride that, get your exercise, go and ride on your Peloton if you have one, whatever, you know. Just if it's too warm, it's over 33 degrees and it's sunny, stay off the trails that day. Go ride some local flat miles and smiles trails. Anyways, I'm not trying to be a bummer about it, but it makes a big difference. The more we all know, the better we'll all be as a community. Well, as always, I hope you found the video helpful and informative. It's really important to just, you know, be a good trail steward. Don't ride when it's muddy and slick. You know, you can end up gumming up your bike and spend a lot of time cleaning it. You also destroy the trails, and it's not as safe because you're not going to have the traction you need and want. When the trails are frozen, they can be a blast because they're frozen. Tons of traction, tons of speed, and it sounds really cool too when you're flying over everything frozen. So, you know, just think about it. At least on the East Coast, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. usually you're good to go during the winter. Anytime after that, the sun's up and it starts getting a little greasy out there. You can see your tire treads in the ground. It's time to go home. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day. Get out, ride that bike.